Miss Lillian Clymer will bring the invocation.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please bow your heads? Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Dear Lord, as we gather here today to celebrate our graduation from East Newton, I ask that you bless us with the wisdom and courage to pursue our dreams and make a positive impact on the world around us. Amen.
You may be seated. Please join me in welcoming valedictorian Will Adams.
You know, I never understood how imagining people naked was supposed to make you less nervous because, frankly, right now I'm just uncomfortable. I'm looking at you, Mr. Johnson. Firstly, like most things, I would like to make this speech about myself, and in doing so, thank the people that got me here and stand where I am right now. To my friends, thank you for the countless memories I will forever cherish. To Bibi, thank you for the unwavering and unconditional support. To my dad, thank you for teaching me the most valuable lesson, and with lack of better words, that would get my diploma held, not being a dumb butt. To my mom, thank you for showing me that if something was worth worrying about, then it was worth fighting for. And to my brother Jackson, as far as I'm concerned, score's even now. Lastly, to anyone I did not mention, but nonetheless had the impact on my education and overall success, from the deepest part of my heart, I thank you. In previous days, my friends and family asked me what I was going to do with this speech, to which I would always reply with a list of ideas I've had for some time, some of which included buzzing my hair, jumping through a table, or even streaking. Now, to save my grandma a heart attack, I will not be doing any of those illegal activities. I will not be doing any of those things because of a question someone asked me. They asked me why. Why did I want to do those things? One of the simplest questions that I could not find the answer to. It was not until the night before the deadline for the speech, after many Cokes and 2 bags of Funyuns, that it hit me. I want to do something crazy because I feel the need to live in the moment. So, with my newfangled knowledge, I went to them the next day and I told them that, to which they replied as if they were my Mr. Miyagi, and they said, "If you are always thinking of the next crazy or funny thing you can do, how are you living in the moment?" And then I realized, my whole life I had been waiting. I waited 9 years for high school, in which I waited all spring for summer, all day for the last bell, and all 4 years to graduate. So, class of 2024, as I look upon the crowd of you, I see people with the desire to meet all their goals, with the hunger for success. But I ask one thing. I ask that you not let the destination of your life interfere with the journey. To my class, the class of 2024, the greatest class, do not let the pursuit of tomorrow diminish the joy of today. Thank you.
Thank you, Will. Now I'd like to introduce your salutatorian, Lillian Clymer.
Good afternoon, class of 2024. First, I want to say thank you to everyone who has helped me get to where I am today. None of this would have been possible without all of you being my guidepost and keeping me strong. Thank you to my dad for constantly pushing me to be the best version of myself and teaching me to never give up. My ultimate inspiration, however, comes from my best friend, the dazzling woman of whom I received my life's blood, Mom. My mother never gave me any idea that I couldn't do whatever I wanted to do or be whomever I wanted to be. She filled our house with love, fun, books, and music. As she guided me through these incredible 18 years, I don't know if she ever realized the person I most wanted to be was her. Thank you, Mom. Now, to my class. We did it. We have made it to the day that we have been dreaming of. Now that it's here, it's kind of sad to see it go. My advice to you is to always fail forward. As we begin this journey, we are going to face challenges and disappointments, and that's okay. Mistakes and trials are inevitable as we become adults and start to grow. Remember, it's okay to not be okay, to not always know what you're doing, to not quite understand, as long as you're learning from it. Constantly find ways to learn and flourish from your mistakes. Don't let your past grab you and keep you hostage. Fail forward. Do something each day that betters yourself and those around you. Keep doing things that point you in the right direction. Allow the core pillars of integrity and kindness to guide your life. Always remain honest and respectful in all that you do. Shape and mold yourselves into the best person that you can be. With these things, along with keeping God first in your life, you are bound to fail forward. Consistently push yourself to success and gain everything you can from your failures. I once heard the quote that says, "Hate has 4 letters, but so does love. Enemies has 7 letters, but so does friends. Lying has 5 letters, but so does truth. Failure has 7 letters, but so does success. Cry has 3 letters, but so does joy. And negativity has 10 letters, but so does positivity." You always have a choice. Choose to look at the positive side of things. Choose to learn everything that you can from the times that you fail. Next, I caution all of you to call yourselves and those around you a human being and not a human doing. What I mean by that is to stop characterizing yourself and those around you by their accomplishments. Instead of saying that your friend is a D1 athlete or a national business qualifier, describe them by what makes them themselves. Each and every one of you is uniquely and innately beautiful. You each have characteristics that shape you into the wonderful people that you are. Start using these things to describe them. So you could say, "My friend is a kind and genuine person who would help anyone in need." It highlights who they truly are rather than simply characterizing them by what they are doing in the moment. Instead of saying that you are just going to do nursing in college, say that you are going to be a smart and intelligent person who is driven to advance the medical field. Instead of saying that you are just going to do teaching in the future, say that you are going to be a leader that will change many people's lives. Each of you are so amazing, so don't short yourself on who you have potential of being. Don't just do, be everything that you were made to be. And lastly, class of 2024, as you leave this gym, exit these halls one last time. Show the world who you are. Let them see the light that shines through you. Let your mission be that of growth and that of success. Let it always be led with generosity and genuine kindness. Let it be known that you are a leader. Let it be known that you are a fighter. Let it be known that you are the East Newton class of 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Lily. At this time, Mr. Charlton, Superintendent of the East Newton School Districts, will introduce our special guest speaker.
Before I get to our guest speaker, I would like to introduce our members of the Board of Education. We have Mrs. Judy Harper, President, Mrs. Sheila Gwynn, Vice President, Mr. Nicholas Alphin, Mrs. Rebecca Clymer, Mr. Chuck Cook, Mrs. Jessica Cullors, and Mr. Matt Friend. And now I have the honor of introducing our guest speaker, Representative Ben Baker. Mr. Baker is a Republican who represents the Newton County District 160 in the Missouri House of Representatives. He was elected to his first 2-year term in November of 2018. In addition to his legislative duties, Representative Baker is a lay minister, a missionary, former professor, and former dean of students at Ozark Bible Institute in Neosho. He also owns a small construction business that specializes in artisan trim work. Mr. Baker also served on the Neosho City Council and is mayor of Neosho. He is a past church board member and also a past board president of CareNet Pregnancy Resource Center. He is also involved with world missions and has led missions trips to India, Africa, and Central America. Ben loves adventures and the outdoors and is an avid hunter and fisherman and also enjoys hosting the weekly Man Cave Caucus podcast. He holds a Bachelor of Arts degree from Ozark Bible Institute. Also, Representative Baker currently resides in Neosho with his wife, Naomi, and 2 of their 4 daughters. Please help me welcome Mr. Ben Baker.
So good to be here this afternoon, and I don't really think I could improve, really, upon the speeches that were just made, but I've been asked to do this, so I will. So esteemed faculty and staff, family and friends, and most of all, the honored graduates who are here today, let me first say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this special moment in your lives. And second, but more importantly, let me say congratulations. Congratulations on completing this chapter in your life, for giving yourself the opportunity to succeed in your next chapter. I think it's safe to say there is probably a great deal of pride in this room here today. Of course, there's pride in your family, friends, and teachers, what they feel for your accomplishments, and the pride that you take in yourself for achieving this milestone in your life. And then there is the immense pride I feel as someone who has the honor and privilege of representing such an incredible group of gifted young people who have such immense potential. Believe it or not, it wasn't that long ago that I roamed the halls of my own high school. I know you're thinking, man, the gray hair gives it away. But that's just what being involved in politics will do to you. So maybe it was a little while ago, but to me it still feels like just yesterday in many ways. I still remember worrying about my homework, my future, and then I blink my eyes and suddenly I'm a college graduate, I'm a husband, I'm a father, a state representative, and now even today speaking at a graduation, which is a great honor for me. I never would have dreamed in a million years that I would ever get to experience the things I have in my life. I'm wearing a tie today. You can't see it from where you're sitting, but it has little flying pigs on it. And I wear this tie a lot because it's a stark reminder of how in the world, many times I'm sitting in certain situations and I think, how in the world did I even get here? Just a country boy from the sticks. And I mention this because life moves quickly. And it's so important to recognize the key moments and the monumental checkpoints in your life, such as today, and realize that every decision that you make matters and has consequences. So that hopefully when you blink your eyes and open them to find your high school days are long behind you, and you're now an adult with gray hair possibly, that you'll have the same amount of pride about your accomplishments in the real world as you do today, as you graduate. The truth is, you've worked so hard to be able to earn a title that should make anyone proud, the title of high school graduate. The truth is, it means more, though, than simply obtaining a diploma or positioning yourself for acceptance into a good college or giving yourself a better chance of obtaining a job even. To me, being a graduate means you're capable of committing yourself to a path where you can set a goal and then you can buckle down and you can achieve that goal. And from my experience with our world today, commitment and the grit that it takes to achieve goals in life is a rare quality, but yet so valuable still today. And that's what I really want to talk to you about as graduates. This is not a you are the future or it's your job to make a nation great speech, although those are both true. Instead, this is a make good decisions, work hard, understand you have a unique purpose in life to fulfill, and everything else will fall into place speech. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, but I think it's important to point out right now as you choose this chapter in your life and you close this chapter in your life, that there are many more chapters ahead that have still yet to be written. Whether they will form a story of success and true happiness or one of untapped potential and wasted opportunity, that is up to you. My goal here today is to share with you some of what I've learned on my own journey in the hope that it may help in some small way in these steps and days ahead. I do it not because I think my way is the only way or the best way, but because I believe that if I can succeed in life, given all the obstacles I had, then anyone can. So I ask you to think about 3 things as you move forward from this milestone in your lives. First, I want you to remember the words of the great Albert Einstein, who said, "Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death." On a day when you may be thinking, finally, no more studying, no more tests, I want you to understand that education does not end here. In fact, many of us may think high school marks the end of a life filled with studying and learning and the beginning of life in the real world. But others who go on to pursue higher education may think that glorious moment when they receive their college degree will mark the final moments of a life of listening and learning. But the things we all must understand is that commencement is not a time for endings. Instead, it's a time for beginnings. As you begin this next chapter of your life and understand that your education does not end here, nor will it end when you receive your college degree. Each and every day it will bring new tests, new challenges, new things to study and learn. And it's your responsibility to take those opportunities and make the most of them. Maybe it will be a new job where you learn skills you didn't acquire even here at school. Perhaps it will be the challenge of learning to be a good parent or a good spouse. Or maybe it will take the form of countless other lessons that life tries to teach us on a daily basis. It's your duty to acknowledge those lessons and to learn them with the same commitment and care that you had when you were pursuing your studies here. It's only by maintaining that dedication to learning that you will grow into the person that you're meant to be. Take it from someone who continues to learn on a daily basis. The challenge never ends, but the rewards make it all worth the effort. Second, I want you to realize that opportunities abound, but it is on your shoulders to actively pursue those opportunities. You've probably heard the phrase, "Opportunity only knocks once." I ask you to take that, what I believe is a misconception, and toss it away. Opportunity does not come to your door to knock. And even if it did, it certainly wouldn't knock only once. No, you must do the knocking. You must go through life knocking on the doors of opportunity, many times until your knuckles are calloused. Sometimes those doors will be slammed in your face, but sometimes they will open up to reveal something greater than you could ever have hoped for. Take it from someone who has literally knocked on thousands of doors. As part of the campaign process, I've gone from door to door to door and knocked and knocked and knocked. Sometimes those doors open to reveal a friendly face, probably some of you that are here today. But other times, it wasn't so friendly. Sometimes they presented me with someone who challenged my way of thinking. But whether it was someone who agreed with me completely or someone who thought I was a fool and was ready to close the door in my face, I saw each interaction as an opportunity to learn and to grow as a person. So I ask you to do the same thing, not literally, but figuratively. Never hesitate to knock on that door, even though there's a chance it may not open up or you may not like what's on the other side of the door. Accept that you're going to fail, and you may even fail repeatedly. But always understand that the next door may be the one that provides you with the opportunity of a lifetime. It was Thomas Edison who said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Keep those words in mind as you have doors slammed in your face and as you inevitably fall short of some of the goals you set for yourself. Failure is a part of life, but how you react to those failures will determine your future. When one door is closed to you, find another one that presents you with a new opportunity. You never know what that next door will reveal when you open it up. And whatever you do, don't stop one door short of success. Third and last of all, dare to blaze your own trail and to determine your own destiny. I know it sounds easier said than done, but I ask you all to realize that your decisions determine your fate. Every single decision that you make has a consequence. How many times have you been asked a question like, "Where do you see yourself in 10 years?" Or, "What is it you want to do with your life?" Those are questions we ask each other frequently. We make a special point of asking it to people especially who've just graduated. You're going to hear it today from friends and family and even your own colleagues. And what is the answer many people typically give? "I'm not sure," or "I haven't really thought about it." Those are pretty typical answers. They were answers I gave at that time in my life as well. Most of the time, I think it's probably less likely to have someone respond with an actual plan for where they see their life headed. I hope that for many of you here today are part of that rare group, the exception to the rule, the young people who have a vision for their lives and a destination in mind. These are the people who understand that the future isn't a giant question mark. It is not a vast unknown that we can in no way predict. The future contains those unwritten chapters, and each of you have the ability to write the story that you want to live. So as you do that, I ask you to remember the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, "Do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." The simple truth is that our lives can sometimes become stuck in the rut of the familiar. We know our comfort zone and we choose to operate within that many times rather than pursue the more difficult plan that allows us to fulfill our potential. So I urge you, graduates, to break free from that rut, to blaze your own trail. Understand that you are capable of anything you put your mind to, and the only limiting factor in reaching those goals is you. Never allow anyone to convince you that you aren't smart enough or that you aren't good enough to succeed in any endeavor that you pursue. And never be afraid to take an approach to reaching your goal that hasn't been tried before. If you can commit yourself to a life of learning, to knocking on doors until you find the right one, and to having the strength and courage to blaze your own trail, I promise you that you will live a life without regret, a life filled with both success and happiness. So, congratulations today for achieving this important step on your journey. It's such a special moment, and I'm so very blessed to be a part of it here today. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for allowing me to play a role in your story. But now, it's time to go out there and to write the rest of your story. And I urge you to make it the story that you want it to be. Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Baker, for being here today and celebrating our students with us and encouraging our graduates to write their own story. Thank you again. At this time, we would like to recognize the graduates who have attained honors, high honors, and top 10. Students who have attained the honors diploma have completed 4 language arts, 4 social studies, 3 math, and 3 science in their high school careers and maintained a B average or better. Please stand as I call your name. Rachel Carroll, Wesley Clark, Luke Cook, Stella Kohlers, Devin Hang, Abigail Sykes, and Chloe Yang. Please give all these students a round of applause. Students who have attained the High Honors Diploma have completed 4 language arts, 4 social studies, 4 math, and 4 science in their high school careers and have maintained a B average or better. Please stand as I call your name. Will Adams, Brooklyn Blanchard, Caitlin Clark, Jessica Klaus, Lily Clymer, Gracie McMahon, David Moa, Jolissa Moa, Brendan Sandness, Nicholas Schaefer, Chase Sorrell, Colt Walters, and Hillary Yang. Please give all these students a round of applause. The following students are the class of 2024 top 10. Please stand when I call your name. Number 10, Rachel Carroll. Number 9, Brooklyn Blanchard. Number 8, Eden Inlow. Number 7, Hillary Yang. Number 6, Cadence Carter. Number 5, Jessica Klaus. Number 4, Chloe Yang. Number 3, Gracie McMahon. Number 2, and salutatorian, Lillian Clymer. And number 1, and valedictorian, Will Adams. Please give these students a round of applause. The following students are entering the U.S. Armed Forces upon graduation. Would you please stand as I read your name? Christian Muehlbach, Navy. Wesley Clark, Marines. Please give these students a round of applause for their future service to our country. At this time, we will move forward with the presentation of diplomas.
William Brody Adams. Lillian Elise Clymer. Gracie Lorraine McMahon. Chloe Yang. Jessica True Klaus. Cadence Carter. Hillary Yang. Eden Lake Enlow. Brooklyn Kaylee Ryan Blanchard. Rachel Rose Carroll. Jessen James Morales. Noah Alexander Hood. Luke Michael Cook. Jacob Wayne Mosley. Nicholas Ryan Schaefer. Chase Emerson Sorrell. Hayes Robert Keith Hagedon. Holt James Walters. Desan Howden Burno Sarton. JC Marie Leach. Cameron Sue Clement. Caitlin Ashley Clark. Sydney Paige Cornett. Alexis Marie Lemon. Haley Joe Noah. Jessica Paloma Aguilera. Taylor Patricia Vickery. Stella Marie Colors. Aaron James Graffus. Joshua Dale Litchfield. Eric Brennan Van Loo. Devin Powell Hang. David Mengma Mua. Riley Dale Goodnight. Giovanni Hernandez. Wyatt Todd. Brendan David Sandness. Alicia K. Louise Johnson. Emily Rebecca Tiger. Valeria Reyes. Chloe Rain Haley. Chialia Jalisa Mua. Lakin Olivia Higginbotham. Cassidy Rain Hance. Rylan Zeta Endicott. Addison Ann Marie Graffus. Ethan Timothy McCune. Caleb Dean Shore. Devlin Lee William Lurvey. Colton Lee Gentink. Caleb James Harrington. Garrett Ray Bailey. Wesley Noah Clark. Preston Allen Nelson. Derek Lynn Davis. Alana Leandra Etchison. Ashton Donica. Ashley Dawn Smith. Cora May Crow. Karen Samantha Lassiter. Abigail Ray Sykes. Zahara May Lee. Aubrey Adrian Eggers. Kylie Ann Nigg. Joy One William. Keith Wyatt Moore. Jackson Ray Davis. Christian Isaiah Muehlbach. Garrett Jeffrey Fisher. Alan Alan Smith. Victor Javier Aguilera. Inman Wayne Gideon. Garrett Lee Jackson. Aurora Jade Jones. Leslie Millie Nadine Howard. Brooke Ann Logan. Shayla Ann Bratton. Hannah Sue Rice. Hope Marie Harris. Vaughn. 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 Vaughn.
Bon Kluai Chien. Esther Borchencia.
And now, folks, at first.
All right. There we go. And now, Mr. Enlow, Eden Enlow, will bring the benediction. Please rise. Please rise.
Does it work? Is it going? Is it going?
You can try it.
Oh, yeah. So, can they hear me? Yeah. So, I'm only supposed to pray today, but before I do, I wanted to share my favorite Bible verse with everyone, and I hope it gives all the graduates a bit of encouragement and something to fall back on as you face life. So, the verse is 1 John 4:4, and it says, "He who is in you is greater than he who is in the world." And to me, and hopefully all you, that means that God is bigger than anything you have and will ever face. And to me, that's comforting to know that no matter what you go through, no matter what you do, however hard you think it is, He will always be bigger. So with that, please remove your caps, bow your heads. Dear God, I want to thank you for allowing everyone to gather here today to celebrate this graduating class of 2024. Lord, we thank you for the friends and memories we have made in these past 4 years. And I ask that as we all leave this building and start the path towards the next great accomplishment, that you will watch over us and give us your protection and healing. But most of all, I pray for your guidance so that in times of struggles and when we feel lost, we know that we can turn to you for the answers that only you can provide, and that through you, all things are possible. In your name, amen. Amen.
The class of 2024 has earned through scholarships, military service, and the A+ program a total of $918,584 toward continuing their education after high school. Please give all of our students a round of applause on a job well done. Board of Education, Mr. Charlton, parents and guests, as principal of East Newton High School, I confirm that all students whose names were read today have met the graduation requirements set by the East Newton Board of Education. The requirements exceed the graduation requirements set by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you the East Newton High School graduating class of 2024.
Thank you for tuning into this broadcast of the 2024 East Newton High School Commencement Ceremony. This has been Luke Taylor with KNEO Radio. We apologize that we could not get this broadcast to you live on YouTube as planned. Had a few technical issues, but we will get this uploaded on YouTube and also on Facebook. We'll be doing that as soon as we possibly can. And so thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast today, and hope to do it again next year. Thank you from KNEO.
It's so very true.
Yes.
I think especially in the day and time that we live, everybody wants to blame everybody else. It's like, well, you take the initiative, put 1,000 to it. Thank you. No, thank you all. It's great to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you doing that.